This is day 20 of our study. Today is August 11th, 2015. And you can see there's some activity going on right there with the bee feeding. And they're really getting into that bee food. And I really haven't touched the bee food. I haven't added anything or moved it or done anything with it for over 16 hours. All I'm doing is monitoring. But I noticed they're bringing in a lot of dark pollen. And that's typical for this time of the year. Where you have the second honey flow. Again, the honey that these bees are making now, it's for their winter stores. This time of year, if you take honey off of this, it really won't taste that good. So, I mean, the bees love it, but it's not the kind of stuff you'd want to sell. You can see that little girl right there. She's really working over that piece of bee food. She won't leave it alone. And keep in mind, this formula for bee food that we created also has the erythritol in the wax matrix. In other words, when I melted the wax, I mixed in the erythritol. So that put the erythritol into the matrix of the beeswax. And then I encapsulated the erythritol, the liquid erythritol, I put inside the microscopic sized ball that makes up the bee food. You can see they're carrying that stuff in the hive. And I put 30 grams in the last 4 days. And I'll tell you what, if there might be maybe 1 or 2 grams left on that landing pad. Maybe. Because for all intents and purposes, that 40 grams, they've uptaken that 40 grams. It's gone. And we've got about another 10 days before I take the honey, pull the cell out, put it in the extractor, and then send that over to the laboratory for analysis to confirm that we have erythritol in that honey and that we've changed the honey matrix. After all, that's what we're attempting to do here, which I'm positive we'll be able to do it. We did it with the Melipona, and we can do it with the Mellifera. So what I want to be able to do is to make these products that I've invented available to every beekeeper. For example, if you want to make honey with ginseng in it, I'll sell you encapsulated PBP, which is the paraben, which is the good THC. It's not THC, it's THB. It's cannabinol. It's not cannabinol. It's the good cannabis oil, or the good cannabis extract that doesn't get you high, but gives you the medicinal value from the cannabis. So if you want your honey to have that component in it, you can purchase our bee food, feed our bee food that has the cannabinol inside of it to your bees, and that cannabinol will traverse into and become part of the matrix of your honey. I call it happy honey. So if you want to make happy honey, you can do that. If you want to put ginseng in it, you can put ginseng. And we're going to have about 20 different varieties of substance in our bee food. And you'll be able to buy everything from lavender, if you want lavender, to blueberry, to grape flavoring, because you can flavor the honey naturally, without polluting it by getting your honey and adding 4 or 5 drops of this. That's not natural. That's not natural. I'm not going to say it's not good for you, but if you want, if our people want green apple flavored honey, well, you're going to be able to buy our bee food. If you feed that bee food to your bees, you will have green apple flavored honey. It's the end of story. This is science. This is what this NASA technology is all about. So, bees are doing well. It's a beautiful day. Second week of August. Most people are on vacation this week. Good week for vacations. Bees are doing great. I love the bee food. A little bit premature, but I'm going to say mission accomplished. Gets closer every day. Mission accomplished status. Oh, by the way, I have I'm going to be featured in NASA Tech Briefs in the January 2016 issue, and I'm being inducted into the NASA Hall of Fame this year in 2016. So, based on my work with the bees. Okay, I'll check on them again tonight. See how they're doing, see how much more of this bee food they've taken up. And, of course, I will... Oh, look at that. I love it when they grab those big balls and, tear chunks off. There's one there. I actually see them in there eating that stuff. I mean, it's so sweet. So, keep in mind, the erythritol is 300 times sweeter than sugar. So when they encounter this stuff, and hey, everybody likes sweet stuff, including the bees. The bees like sweet stuff too. That's why they go after the nectar in the plants. It's sweet. Okay.